Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Deanna, and thank you for coming to check out my little spot on the internet. If you're not new here, then welcome back. Thank you for spending time with me today, regardless of whether you're new or not. I thought that I would do a plan with me today, and I'm sorry, just gonna say I'm a little bit out of breath. I'm still sick. We've been sick for the last week, but I feel like today's the first day that I have a little bit of energy back, and I've really been wanting to film for some time, quite some time, and I just want to get back to real life, and I'm hoping that moving towards these things will tell my brain and my body that it's time to kick this little virus and the fever away. So if you can't stand my congestion and heavy man breathing, it feels like I feel like you know, heavy breathing, then this is not the video for you. And I understand. It will not offend me if you click off. However, if you don't care, then welcome. I have several things that I'm going to do with you today here. I'm still in my same planner that I was in my previous video, which I will link. But in case you haven't watched it, this is a Spek cover. It is the standard size, but inside I have Franklin Covey compact inserts. That is the size of inserts. Some of them are from Franklin Covey, and the others are from various shops, or I've made them myself. We're going to be planning in a new insert this week that I just made. I have it here. I kept it like this so I could kind of show you, because I had a couple of requests. Somebody asked me, like, how do you cut your pages? So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to just show you how I do it and how I punch them and what I use. Housekeeping stuff, trying to get out of the way in the beginning while I remember. I always will try to link things below if I can. I have an Amazon storefront, so things like, you know, my hole punch and my favorite pens, things like that, I think are already linked there, but I will double check before I post this and make sure that they are up to date. My website is MaineMamaPlans.com, so same as my name, Maine like the state, and I'm also on Etsy under the same name, so you can find me in either one of those places. This insert is not up yet, but it will be. Right now, it'll just be in the Franklin Covey compact in the letter size, just so that I can get it up. For those of you who are in my size and are planning, and then I'll try to expand as I can. So that's the plan. I know I sound pretty low energy, and that's because I am. I'm sorry. You know me. If you do, then you know I can't. I'm not one of those people that can just pretend. I'm not a good faker. But I am excited to be standing today. So, you know, silver linings. Okay. This is my busted up old paper cutter, and this is what I use. So my inserts always will have crop marks. So right here, these little lines, hopefully you can see them on camera, but these are my crop marks. And I'm going to show you the way that I cut, which is the way I was taught when I went to design school. And I'm going to do my best to try to get this in frame for you guys. And pay better attention to that, because I know I'm just like constantly out of frame. It's so annoying. Okay, so just like everything else, this paper cutter's a little wonky. So there's a little spot here that I can line up the lines, and I can't just keep it flat because it's not actually level. So this is the tip of the day. Fast forward, I will have chapters if you don't need a tutorial on how to cut paper. But for those of you who've been asking, this is for you. So what I will do is I touch the paper to keep it from moving, right? I've lined up my crop mark with my cut mark on my cover here. And rather than just starting down here with this thing and going all the way up, what you want to do hopefully you can see I'm holding that up with my hand so it's not touching the paper, and you can slide this all across. It's not touching the paper, okay? I will take it right beneath the crop mark, drop it down, go up, and stop before the end of the paper, okay? So what you can see, hopefully, is I've made the cut, but it doesn't go all the way to the end. That will keep your crop marks intact and help you from having to guess, okay? I always start on the edge, work my way to the middle, do the same thing. Line up my crop mark here on the top and the bottom as best as I can. Then I will lift again, and I will just drop it down right before I cut, pull it up. And I've created these cuts, but see, the page is still holding it in place. Can you see that? Hopefully that makes sense to you. This way, you're not losing your crop marks. You can still see them as you go, and you're not going to lose your crop marks until your very last cut. And that is how I learned how to do it in school. And it's come in very handy with my planner inserts, with cutting them myself. So that's just a little tip I wanted to pass along. Next, I will do the bottom. This is where it starts to get tricky because it'll start to pull away a little bit, but I'll show you. You can, you can figure out how to work with it. Okay, we're just lining that up. Again, I just use this finger to kind of lift it and then drop it where I want. Now here, it's now disconnected on the bottom. See that? But it's still held in place on top. So as long as you kind of position it correctly, it will still be lined up appropriately. And then I just kind of wiggle slowly, wiggle until I get the cut to where I want it to be. And then I pull up just like I always will, like that. And then you know you did it right because you will have a little window pane still intact, okay? And that is how I cut my inserts, all right? So then they come just like this, and then what I will do, this is personal preference, I have this set to personal size, and my little guard is up on this side. I'll slide it in and hole punch to fit. And then this is my corner rounder. This is what I was saying is preference. You don't have to do this. I like to do it because my Franklin Covey inserts came that way, my bloom, like my monthlies, and I just like the way that it looks, so I always round the inner corner. But again, you certainly don't have to. And this works well. I let my sons play with it one time, and they cracked it in here, but it still works. So, if it ain't broke, I can't be bothered. Oh, it looks like I missed a little spot. So sometimes it won't be totally lined up, but it's easy enough. That's what happens when you have a crooked cutter and, you're too stubborn to buy another one. But I tell myself that I will replace it eventually. When it becomes such a pain that it really is bothering me, then that's the day I will fix it. Until then, no. All right, let's get reset up and we'll continue on with the plan with me. Okay, if you want to see how my planner is set up, watch my latest video that I posted before this. It has, it's a full flip and a detailed planner tour where I went over everything about my planner, where it's from, where the inserts are, how I've set it up, and that's all gonna be there for you. But this one's we're just planning together. So let me see what needs to be done. This is a little bit awkward because I am way over to the side. I can't film at my desk anymore. I've given up, which is why you have not had a plan with me in a long time, because they were so convenient to film right at my desk downstairs. And I just can't do it anymore with my kids. They're too loud and it's just impossible. So unfortunately, what I did is I came up here and I cleaned off this like utility table that my husband uses, and I took it from him so that I could do this. Okay, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I missed a number. 51 is done. Okay, so over here, this is my Bible in a year checklist. So that's what that is. I emailed this. Nope, I didn't. Still waiting. Drop letter info. Plug. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. So I'm just gonna go through. Going to schedule. Yeah. All right, the first thing I check is my inbox, and then I go, to calendars. So I'm going to start with my monthly because I know that I have some things to update here. On the 25th, I have my Zoom. Then now I also have a signing. So, how are you guys doing this week? I hope that you're not sick like me. I have a signing. I missed my nails, but when I was having one of my fever spikes, I don't need to put the date because I put it on there. Focus, Deanna, at 4 p.m. All right, I ripped them off. Yep, I did. So we're back to the little stubs. Okay, now the week that I was using, the weekly, was this, which is a modified number 17 from my website. But I was feeling bored, and when I was recreating my updated version, I was like, maybe I'll try to do like a horizontal on the left and then stacked like to-dos and things on the right. And why don't I play around with something like that? So that's what I did, and that's what I'm in right now. This was my like test one. And then I went down the rabbit hole of stickers because I couldn't find any that I wanted, because for me, it's like a personal preference thing. Whenever I have a Hobonichi or like a horizontal, I feel like I need stickers. When I have that more like vertical layout, I don't feel like I need them. I have no idea why. It makes no sense, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. So I don't really understand why I do that, but whatever is what I do. So I started designing stickers because, of course, that's logical. If you've got a new weekly that you've designed, then you have to create stickers too to go with it. So that's what I did. So, I'll just show you some. And I had put like this one, I was trying to do like a glossy, so you can see like a glossy sticker. But then my Cricut hates glossy sticker paper, so I had to go back to the matte paper, like sticker paper. These two were on the glossy, so I made like some little weather icons. This one was like a more simple icon, whereas these are more kawaii kind of style. And then these were just groceries, you know, little grocery carts. And then I was like, well, I need some for all the things that I do. So I made some speech therapy for Graham, and then I did some no school ones, and I was playing around with the settings and it was cutting too hard, and I'm not a sticker shop, so I'm not good at all of that. But then I made these, which are like cleaning like house, and then I made some plan for the week. So in addition to those that I made, I also have these from Bloom, which they sent me back in I think in the fall, and they're awesome. I've already gone through a whole one, and then so these are really the only ones that I use if I'm reaching for stickers, because I'm not a huge sticker planner person typically, but we are going to do some of that together. So what I'm going to do, because I didn't plan ahead, is check my phone, see if there's any other spending, because right now we're Saturday. So I need to wrap up this week before I plan next. So part of that is going to be this. So I'm going to pause this for a minute, make sure I don't have any additional expenses, and then we will fill that in together. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm going to do my best. Fill this in kind of sideways. I went to Michael's because I had to get a new Cricut like cutting mat. So I did that yesterday. It was like a pickup, which was great because I didn't have to go inside, and just pulled up and they brought it out to me, and I was like, just put it in the back, please. And then I was out of creamer this morning, and my husband ran out to get it for me. So that was very sweet of him. Okay, so we are going to move that. Hopefully that is okay. But I need to add it up. We are on our journey of saving for our move. We are going to be moving probably late spring. I don't know yet. I can't add while I'm talking, so I'm just going to tell you. I've mentioned it a bunch of times, but we're going to be moving to Tennessee, probably East Tennessee, and I don't know yet exactly. It depends on my husband's work. It'll probably be around May, but I'm not 100%. Depends on how quick we can sell the house and get everything together. And so we're trying to be mindful of the fact that we have that move coming. So I'm trying to keep track of our spending and budget accordingly. And then I have a rule because I love to thrift. I grew up thrifting with my mom, and I love it. If I bring something in that's not food, you know, I have to take something out. Like, that's just the rule. So that's helping, trying to cut back on some of the spending, and also just the consuming of things. Like, just because it's cute doesn't mean I need it, right? But I tell myself, the money you're saving now is money you can spend once you get there to decorate your new place. So that's what I keep telling myself. Okay, so that is good. We did wonderful this week, which is fantastic because we have been going over all the other weeks. Okay, let me write the total here. 195.61. Heading over to the spending. This is week 8, which was 217 to what? It'd help if I knew my numbers. And my date's 17th through the 23rd. Okay. And it's all going to be a little bit wonky because I'm literally over here off to the side and writing sideways. And so 195.61. Okay. We did really good on this week. 95. So we're just going to go week 8, and we're just going to go right to we're right under. So that's awesome because it rarely happens that way, I have to say. As you can see, we're all over the place. This is my spending overview that I made. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit, even though it's not going to be the most flattering of angles of my desk. Let me move my coffee so you can see it. Yeah, so it's a graph. On the bottom, I have a section for my spending goals and then actual spending broken down by the quarter, and then the yearly goal, the average, and the total. And then that folds in to just be a little not folder, but a little section here that's folded. That's just keeping track of the weekly spend. So I take that spend and I put it here, and then I graph it. But then on the back, it goes all the way to 52 weeks. It is broken up by the 4 quarters. And then I had this open blank box that was just going to be like helpful information. I was like, maybe I'll put my like bank numbers or logins or whatever, but I don't need to do that. So I just want to see like what we spent total for each month. So that's what I'm going to use here, because this is broken down by weeks. I made a monthly budget insert that I'm still figuring out and modifying and playing with. But you can see I kind of pre-filled in some for myself, but I was like, no, I like it kind of open, but whatever. I'm still refining this, but I will come out with it eventually if there's an interest in that. So space for the month up here, and then income, expenses, savings, sinking funds, debt, and then the summary of everything. And I think I'm going to change this instead of budget to actual. But yeah, so like I said, work in progress. So we're going to go back to the month that we are in. And I need to put this back up here before it gets lost. This little guy is type A for Alexa, I think. And I refined it. That was one of my other options that I was going to use for the week. But I ended up changing it to make it more what I wanted. So I'll show you those changes. I can get this on. Okay. All right, so light it up. Here is this week. So the way I did it is I've got this week up here, and it's a grid that just goes all the way across. Excuse me. And then Monday through Sunday with a little box, and it's open, like horizontal. And then this side, I wanted to just be a running to-do list, a weekly tracker, and a spending register. And then you may not be able to see, but I'll try to zoom. Well, that was way too zoomed in, but this is just a grid up here. Just wanted to zoom in so you could see that. Okay, back to planning. So you can see why I don't do these very often. I'm not the best at like talking while I'm planning. I'm just kind of doing it. So People are like, we don't mind. I had several messages and somebody was like, I literally don't care if you're just rambling the whole time and talking nonsense. Just film one. It's like, yes, ma'am, I will. So let me get out some of my little tools that I'm going to need here. I think we'll go with this one this week. And I'm just fidgeting in this little thing. Got it from Target. I think it was, who did I see? Somebody shared it on Instagram literally the morning that I was going to Target. I think it was Roro and Lou, or I always get her name messed up, but she had shared it and I was like, ooh, that's cute. And I already had this little bow, so I grabbed it. It's like comes in a 2-pack or something, but that's what I've been using for my little tote around planner supplies. So let's see, the week started on 17th, so this week it's going to be the 24th. Okay, now I could make the numbers like all cute. Let's see if I have some numbers in my bloom pack. We'll go through it. I don't think they're numbered. I think they're just, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. But you'll see why I love them. First of all, they're so cute. Look at that. They're glossy, colorful. This is like, it's for teachers, but I homeschool, so I just think it's so perfect. And for me, I have a lot of things, like I have an IEP meeting for Graham this week, so this is perfect. And I like meeting, and then girl boss, and did all the things. Like, they're totally, helpful for, I think, all moms or anyone that homeschools, especially too. They're fantastic. They're so cute and colorful. And then just some fun little stickers. So I love these. These are great. I will link them. So we're going to start with the date. It's going to be 23rd. It is my dad's birthday this week. There is no 29th day, Deanna, and there is no 30th either. It goes from the 28th to the 1st. Okay. That's fine. I love this little thing. I got it from, I don't know where. I think it was like one of the Japanese stationery kits, but that's the brand. Hopefully that's in focus for you, but it's like a little, like, sticky. It works so well. I really love it. Sunday is going to be the 1st. Okay. Now, for the week, did I get these? Okay. Okay, well, there goes that light. Okay, awesome. So, Tuesday, he has speech. There we go. Hopefully that'll help you see a little better. And he has it again on Friday. And I was going to make one for OT, but I didn't get to it. I do need to clean sometime this week. I don't have the patience normally for these, which is why I don't use them very much. Do need to clean this week though, so I'm gonna put that right up there. And we don't have pan week. I'm already doing that. I'm not going to use those. I don't know what I have for groceries, so that's it for my personal made stickers. Now, birthday, I'm going to take you. My dad's birthday. And then we're going to do one of these for Graham. Okay, I paused because I realized I got the date wrong. This is the worst plan with me ever. So I ripped it out because I have a million of them, and I put the right, I moved these, and then I dated that correctly. So the blooms throws me off because it is a Sunday start of the week, and I'm a Monday start person, and so that usually throws me off, and that's why I like to have my dated inserts. But anyway, so Monday is going to be the 24th, the 25th through. So Friday is his speech therapy, and then this is Dad's birthday. Okay. Wednesday, we have OT 9 to 10. This is the day that I have his IEP catch up. So I'm going to take that right from here so that I don't forget. It's going to be a Zoom at no, it isn't. And I don't know why it's set for Tuesday, because I will be in Graham's speech appointment with him. So we're going to have to fix that. Okay. Monday, I need to call about rescheduling IEP because that's not going to make any sense. And I know that I also have to call and we do school drop at 10:30. I'm gonna move this to the week so that I can move it once I know. Now, this I know for sure is going to happen. Well, as far as you can know these things. Because last week canceled. But anyway, signing at 4 p.m. Okay, so we have his speech 9 to 10 this day. Okay. Like I need the attention grabber. Okay. Speech, OT, signing, call about IEP. I also need to call. So call Megan about IEP. Call. I thought I'd make this kind of like a weekly to-do over here. I'm sorry if I have been covering you here. But this is the best way that I've found. Okay, let's see. I think I've got that. Okay, call. Yes. I'm going to also email Willow. I need to find out. They've been working on my form for like weeks, and I'm gonna get in trouble with the state if I don't turn it in, but I can't turn it in without that form, so it's a whole thing. If you are a fellow special needs mom, then this is my virtual hug to you, because the amount of things that we have to do on the daily would make many people's head spin, I think. We're putting that on this week because I feel like it. Now, I'm not a big sticker person, so that is going to do it for me for that. Okay, so that is the week ahead for all I know of so far. Let me think if there's, well, I have a sip of coffee. I'm pretty sure. What do we want our weekly tasks to be? Well, I got rid of my homeschool tracker because I'm really keeping track of that in his section. So we're going to do homeschool there. Admin. That'll be if I have like emails and things like that. This week I would like to make sure that the sink at bed. Sometimes we'll have like 1 or 2 cups or like a big dinner plate or something, and I'll save it to the next morning, but then it stresses me out because I'm really busy in the mornings and I don't have time to reload the dishwasher, so I'd rather just have that done. And then I want to I need to, my Bible study. I've been pretty good. I'm on day 52, I think, of this year, so that's good. Proud of that. Self-care. I'd like to do some type of self-care. Sometimes self-care for me is a shower. Sometimes self-care is doing my nails. Sometimes it's sitting in my planner. Sometimes putting in my headphones and listening to like ASMR or something. It depends on the week, but I try to do something, a little something every day. Sometimes it's making a 3rd cup of coffee, you know, whatevs. So let's see, what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I always feel like that when I open my planner because it's so big. It always makes me feel like I have a lot to do and therefore I must be forgetting something. we'll leave my last one open because something will probably come up. I would like to make my days look a little prettier. The numbers stick out, so maybe we'll do something like that. Does that look better like that? Yeah. Sometimes just keeping it simple. There we go. And then we'll do this week here. And then I think what I might end up doing up here for this week is putting like stuff like this, like things I need to do task related, like, you know, clean out the car or car wash or whatever. Just call out things, or maybe some like fun things, or if I need to call someone or talk to someone, then that's kind of my goal, excuse me, for that. And to just kind of keep it open so I have some open space. Maybe I want to write down a grocery list really quick or something. And that's kind of why I kept that open too, is so that maybe half of this turns into a grocery list when I'm brainstorming, and then I can transfer it into my pocket. Because I have been playing in my pocket for like my to-go planner and errands and things like that. So I have a planner coming. I'm very excited. That should be coming this week. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to put. I don't have to put anything there. I already added it to the monthly. My notes are fine. Going to be continuing tomorrow or Monday with that, with school. Yeah, I think that's it. So the way that I use my planner, you know, I've talked about it before, so I'll pretty much refer to the week and use it. I'll show you some of my past weeks that have been used up, just if you want to see kind of what my spread looks like when you fill out the 17 there. Some days are busier than others, you know. Let's see. So much panic, very little disco. Ain't it the truth? So each week I would kind of customize a little theme for myself and put some different colors so that I didn't have to use my highlighter. These are based off of the 5 choices from Franklin Covey. I just kind of put my own little twist on it, like adding a spending register and adding my homeschool tracker. And then, yeah, that's kind of how I was using it. And then I add the box to have a little call out. I like to have a little empty space because like sometimes I was using it for meals. So that was kind of what I was using. And then this was my play around. So this is kind of what last week was looking like, or this current week, I mean. And see, like at the bottom, I started going from the bottom up with like a grocery list, and then had some to-dos there. So I think I'm gonna like it. I think it's gonna be nice to do something a little different. I might go back and make this go all the way to the top again. I'm just, you know, playing. I'm trying to decide. We'll see what I need, but yeah. If you like Plan with Me's, if you want me to do more of these, let me know. If you have questions, my next video will probably be another what's in my bag, because I just got a new bag for Valentine's, and I would love to show you guys what I'm carrying with me, but I'll probably wait till I feel better, because what little energy I had, this has taken it. It's gone. So I hope that you guys have a great productive week, that you're staying healthy and happy, and leave your video requests in the comments, your thoughts. Let me know what you're currently planning in. I love to know what everybody is using for planners. And if you are interested in freebies, be sure to join my Facebook group. The link is in the description. There's always freebies in there and on my website. So let's connect, and I will talk to you soon. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for being with me today. Until then, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.